Like that bad beard you kept all the semester because you were too lazy to shave it, Antonin Novotny's time was up. He was unpopular with the people, in part because he was in charge when the Czechoslovakian economy was tanking, and because he was resistant to reforms, possibly liberalizing elements that were trying to gain some kind of change in their government. This made him unpopular with Moscow, who was the real power, because they needed someone to manage the Czechoslovakian people well, and he appeared not to be able to do that. And rolling in with Alexander Dubček, we see someone who is the perfect compromise. He is liked by the people because he is seen as progressive, and he's also criticizing Novotny. And so that makes everybody happy, at least on the lower levels. He also makes Russia happy because he was educated in part in Russia, so he appears to be a pro Russian official. So that being the case, on January 5th, 1968, Antonin Novotny was deposed as the first secretary of the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia, and Alexander Dubček took his place. This was immediately followed by sort of a relaxing of the application of censorship, which made a lot of people happy. This being the case, a lot of Alexander Dubček's opponents were getting just lambasted in the news. And Dubček didn't have to do any of the dirty work, or at least not a lot of it, to get rid of his opponents in government because they were getting hounded out. This being the case, on February 1st, 1968, Alexander Dubček gives a speech saying that he will put out an action program to try to fix these problems that are afflicting his society. And this later becomes something very important because his action program actually does appear to be targeting these problems. On March 4th, 1968, the Presidium, which is just this governing body in the Communist Party, formally dismantles the structures that keep censorship in place.